preview. I got confused by the preview. Hello, Misbehave. How you doing? So I think I'm live now. I hope I'm live now. I think we're live. Okay. I think we're live on both. Look at me simulcasting. Doing the good things. And the chat shows up there. Fantastic. Thank you for testing that for me, Darkest. If I could make you a mod on YouTube, I would, but I don't know if you can, and I don't know how. So we can look into that later. You can probably hear game sounds because I am in the game, but I'm going to take off and log out in space because my ship doesn't want to target anything on the sticks, nor on the keyboard. So I'm pretty sure it's the server. So you get to look at my silly face. So I just wanted to make you aware of that because I know you're always like, hey man, you're on the wrong scene. I'm not in the wrong scene. I'm in the right scene. Surviving. Well, I'm glad to hear that. YouTube does indeed have mods. I'm also unsure of how to make someone one. I will look into it. I will look into it. But yeah, time to get back on the old YouTube streaming horse, you know? To get back into the saddle, as it were. I'm just going to move that because I don't want to see that. So hopefully the bitrate is good on both. Yes. Yes. So in the chatting stream, I've got this here. This is this new thing I installed from Nutty. But when I'm in the in-game stream, it'll be on the bottom of the screen, but I don't know if it's going to be large enough. We might have to tweak it. We might have to tweak it a little bit. So we'll see how we go. And I'll also have to remember, thank you for reminding me, I don't know if I've turned on the alerts for YouTube on the gaming screen. So I'll do that as well. We'll remind ourselves as the stream goes on because, you know, professional streamer here, totally remember all of these things that I barely even learned the first time around. So there we go. What'd you get up to today, Mr. Misbehave? Were you working hard? Were you working hard, sir? Doing the things that you do, you know? So I'm just going to jump to Megumi refueling. Not really all the way, but enough that I'm kind of out in the black. And then I'm going to log out and restart the game and probably jump into a non-Australian server because I don't know if the server is cooked or if it's something else. So we'll kind of go from there and then we'll figure it out, hopefully. I mean, Star Citizen is its own creature. It'll make its own choices. Working harder, hardly working. I know. I almost said it, Darkest. I almost said it. And then I thought, no, that's a bit too cringe. And I'm cringe as it is. We don't want to double down on that. Oh, I love the sound of this ship, bro. This ship is gorgeous. You worked, had a doc's appointment, stormy weather, which meant Aucklanders forgot how to drive, made a 1.5 hour round trip into nearly 3 hours. Dude, speaking of Auckland, I was looking on the website of the company I work for. I did not need to go down. I'm a silly boy. Hopefully the ladder doesn't take my life. Okay, we survived the ladder. So I was looking and the company that I work for has the contract with Bose, right? And I was not paying attention and I was like, yo, there's a full-time territory manager role for Bose. I used to sell Bose. I love audio, etc., etc. And I'm writing a message to one of the higher-ups in the company that I talk to. Now I'm like, let me double check it to make sure it's not like Queensland or something. And it was Auckland. And I was like, dang it, Bobby. Dang it. I was very excited and then realized it was in the wrong country. So I'm a silly boy. But luckily I didn't send the message yet. So I didn't look like a silly boy to that gentleman. So, you know, small victories, I suppose. All right. Auckland had a storm. Surprising because of the news. All right. So I have yay for not being silly. Well, I mean, yay for not being silly within sight of the higher-ups, I suppose. That's probably the way to look at it, right? Okay, so I have shut down the game. We'll just hang out and chat for a little bit and see how we go. So yeah. Well, thank you both for showing up to El Streambo. This might be the last Star Citizen stream for a couple of weeks because I imagine for the next couple of weeks I'll be playing Dune, and I'm probably going to simulcast it there as well. Because it never hurts to have a little bit more content than Star Citizen on the old YouTube and Twitch, because sometimes Star Citizen just does not want to play ball. So, and I'm expecting to spend at least 3 weeks just hammering out, Dune. Darkest, I assume that you were also working on Friday though, right? Because that's going to be the thing. I know that by the time I get home, Ethereally's already going to be like, oh yeah, I played it for like 20 hours. I played it for 20 hours, but I'll start a new character. I'm like, cool, man. New game as big as that? Yes. Well, I hope so. I hope so. I certainly hope so. Because I didn't go too far into it. You're trying to think of a solution? Yeah, I'm just gonna have to suck it up and live through it, you know? I can't do much about it, to be honest. I'm just gonna have to go through the workday and cry. And cry, you know? Because I gotta do the job. I gotta get the work done. And it's gonna take me a little bit. And then, you know, get home, have a shower, eat some dinner, because knowing me, I won't have eaten all day. And then I'll get to look at the chat and I'll see a million screenshots. If they're like, oh yeah, I've got like max level armor now. Here's my tower. It goes 45 stories high. Here's me in the end game area. Look at my ornithopter. Well, that's the thing, Darkest. He's going to have to start a new character. Because I guarantee you, in 8 hours, the server that he selects is going to be full. We're not going to be able to join it. We had the same issue with you, remember? Like, we had to start again. That's why I was hoping that we could all start at the same time, but it's not going to be possible. Because it comes out midnight, Friday morning, my time. You know, with a brand new computer, he's going to be in that. It's not 8 hours, Darkest. It's 20 hours, dude. It's going to be 2 a.m. Friday morning, your time. He's going to play. He's going to play it. He can't control himself. He doesn't have the fortitude. He doesn't have the strength. He's weak. He's weak. Physically and mentally weak. You hear that, Ethereally? You weak. You are not built for the sands of Arrakis. You're a sweet summer child of the meadows and the fields. Like a little sheep. Alright, let's start up Star Citizen. We've ragged on Ethereally enough. Where are you at with this one, Misbehave? Are you still on the fence about it? You still on the fence, or are you going to be joining us, bro? You're going to be joining the cool team. Oh, there we go. I was like, is my music not playing? It is playing. It was just very low. I just happened to pick it. You will not be joining. I need to avoid new games for now. On the other side, he's going to have a epic PC. Yeah. Turn over the burnout back into productivity. Fair enough. That's fair enough. I understand that. I'm hoping that Dune, for at least for a time, becomes my game, right? I love deserts. We know that I love deserts, so it's got a good strong chance. But we'll see. Because it is still an MMO, right? I'm gonna hit that end game grind, and it's gonna be the PvP word, like a phoenix. He's gonna rise like a phoenix. Indeed. I just realized I've got like Ubisoft partner in my title on the Twitch stream. So we're just gonna get rid of that. We're just gonna get rid of that. We're just gonna put that in the bin. Just gonna put that in the bin, chat. Where did you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was not prepared. I didn't do anything properly at all. I'm a silly boy. I'm a silly boy, chat. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right, so we're going to select a different server. I'm going to select Asia. Hopefully that doesn't give me issues. I mean, look, Misbehave, that's fair. You do you. You do you, buddy. I'm not going to tell you what games you should and shouldn't play because you wouldn't listen anyway. You wouldn't listen anyway. Because you're intractable and stubborn. And gosh darn it, you smell like butt. Oh, we got demonetized. We're going to get demonetized. I'm glad you've learned. No, I've just accepted. I've accepted that you refuse to be happy. I've accepted that you refuse to be entertained. I've accepted that you refuse to try new games and you're stuck in the past. I've accepted it. I haven't learned anything. I'm incapable of learning. Do you like that your little icons, your icons show up in the chat? That's pretty nifty, right? Never underestimated how appreciative I am of the invites. Well, I mean, Misbehave, you actually play games with me. Darkest never plays games with me. Ever. It's kind of offensive. Yo, it even came across. That's kind of cool. It even saved those ones. It's going to be, the chat's going to be a lot less impressive because it's going to be on the bottom there, but I figured, right? I figured this would be a situation where if I wanted to pull some sort of footage, at least it wouldn't be taking up too much space, so I can kind of crop out the bottom. Since you designed them both, oh, that explains why they're so basic. Why they're so basic. And they lack, no, I'm kidding. They're pretty cool. Let's just F12 that. I don't want to sit there and look at chat. All right. Yeah. Look at my ship. Look at my ship. Do you love it, Misbehave? Do you love it? It's pretty cool, right? It's pretty nifty. They're pretty cool in a basic sort of way. I'm messing with you. Basic is good, dude. Simple is good. Sometimes people try to be too complex with things. It is not a Crusader, sir. It is not. This is an Anvil Asgard. It's a drop ship that used to have a whole bunch of drop seats in the middle for troops to sit in, but there's no gameplay for that. And so instead of fixing up that ship, CIG went, let's rework it. Let's not fix the other one. Let's rework it and sell it as a brand new ship. So there's that. There's that old chestnut, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to head back to Pyro 1 because I need to be within range of planetary or station bodies to get a lot of these missions. Interesting. I mean, in Stanton, it makes sense, right? You got these comma rays around the planets. Cool. It makes total sense. However, when we're in Pyro, where there are allegedly no comma rays or anything of that sort, then we still have this same system. Get YouTube and test this lower bar. Oh, and the name shows up red, so you know that it's from YouTube. That is very cool. Thank you for testing that, Darkest. I appreciate you as always. Even though you never play games with me, I appreciate you testing that out. What a champ. But Misbehave, yeah. I mean, Star Citizen's one of those games where a lot of ships look like a lot of ships, if you know what I mean. Is Crusader the make of ship? Or is that the higher model of the Chieftain? I can't remember. All right. Man, some of these planets just look sick. Like, it's very deceptive though. It's very deceptive. This planet, when you're on the surface, because this planet is the first planet close to the sun, it's 232 degrees Celsius. In a fight? Okay, fair. You playing some div? Doing some looting? Doing some looting and scooting, huh? Isn't that pretty? Isn't that just gorgeous? What are you playing lately, Darkest? Because I know it's not Star Citizen. So no good with the gun you interiorly got me that heats up. No, it'll overheat. And also, thank you for pointing that out. I'm going to sneeze in a moment. Give me a second. So this planet is one of the locations that the new event in 4.2 is coming out to. So I believe this is the final location because it's the first part on Pyro 3, I want to say. Pyro 3 or 4, one of the two. And the second part, you go here. And they've also, there's a shotgun now from that same company. So it overheats massively. So yeah, and they've done it intentionally so that that shotgun, that energy shotgun is super cool, right? But you can't use it too much, especially outside, because the temperature's so hot, so it'll overheat a lot. I like it. I like this new system. I wonder how they're going to change other weapons to kind of incorporate that into it as well, but we'll see. But yeah, this is Pyro 1, Misbehave, and it is very, very hot. Even though it's blue. Even though it's blue. It's wild, right? Every time I go there, I still expect to see frost on my visor. But it is very warm. Okay, so now that I'm within orbit of a planet, I should have. You know what? I didn't even think of that, Misbehave. And now I feel like a silly Billy because I didn't think of that. So thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see what contracts we get access to. Okay, so we've got a lot of mercenary. Getting all the logic, right? We've got a lot. A kill order. Oh no, that's at a planet. Remote outpost Pyro 2. No, thank you. Oh, also Darkest. Apparently in 4.2, we don't trade script for Wicklow favors anymore. And also, like, Wicklow missions seem to be broken for me. Let me have a look. No collected there at all. Yeah, okay. Peculiar. Where is this one? This one's an asteroid cluster. It's 111,000 credits. Can you imagine, Darkest? You could just be making money hand over fist. You're a lover of trains and a programmer. There's nothing but logic, almost to my own detriment. What will it be used for? That's a good question. That is a very good question. A lot of the Star Citizen kind of podcast community is like, well, this is supposed to be something that we trade to that particular faction, right? So the Mercenary Guild or Council, we're supposed to have someone you trade that currency to. But so far, unless something's happened recently that I'm not aware of, they have not revealed anything. So we're kind of doing these missions and getting this physicalized currency that doesn't have a use in the next patch, because now they're doing, trade parts from the new aliens that are going to be on this planet and the other planet for the mission, right? Like, get the teeth and the pearls and all that kind of jazz. So we now have this script. So people are kind of in this rush like, hey, you need to trade your script for favors before 4.2 goes live. But in the last week, that mission, like one of the missions, the Mercenary Guild script, which I have a lot of, I have like 500 or 600 Mercenary Guild script, that mission never popped. And I was like, okay, so it's broken. And I think the Council script has broken as well. So now, I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just, you know, the broken mission thing that Star Citizen always has, but now we can't trade it. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's also the possibility that at some point we'll have a wipe, so it might not even matter, right? Because I was saving up those favors and whatnot to get components, right? I wanted some size 2 components for this ship. But in every patch we've had, like every kind of major-ish patch we've had, we've lost components. I mean, Darkest, we're at a point where we keep getting the most important things wiped anyway. Like the components are pretty crucial now that they're actually making changes to it. So we're already getting wiped unintentionally. So we might as well get a wipe, but I don't think they'll do that for a little while because there's still things that are broken. So people are able to, you know, game the system. So I think they want to fix that first. Maybe. But anyway, we're going to go do this. I don't know if there'll be any good cargo on it, but we're going to go do it anyway because I want to do some pew-pews in my ship. We'll see if it ends badly for me. I also need to see if I can target things because that was the major issue in the last one. I couldn't target ships. So where is an OM? That's just on the horizon. Okay, let's see if I can fly a little bit further out this way and have a squiz. Have a squiz out that way. So it looks like I was incorrect, Darkest, because Ethereally returned those sticks. So he doesn't have sticks. So I guess you don't need sticks to buy components for your PC. I'm going to wait until after I've done my tax, because I don't know if I'm going to have to pay a lot of tax or if I'm even going to get any tax money back. But if I get money back, I might look at buying a new all-in-one cooler, because I think that's something that I actually need to replace, because I assume the fluid within it, I know it takes a while, but it's probably not there as much, because I've had this cooler for like 4 years, so probably not the worst idea to replace it. Maybe. My point is, I need a pretty in-depth excuse to put that SSD in and then do a full install of Windows, right? And I'm kind of holding off on that. I'm eventually going to have to go to Windows 11 as well, right? So I'm kind of looking for a major hardware change, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to do like the motherboard, the RAM, the CPU. So it might just be the AIO. And if that is the case, then I'll get that, you know, clean the CPU off, put more thermal paste on. He did buy sticks initially, and then he bought the PC parts, but I think then he got to the point where he was like, oh, I'm going to get this crazy CPU, but like, or GPU, because he got the 7900 XT. So I think he returned the sticks to get the money back. Because there was also like that mystery cost that he had, because he apparently had to pay tariffs when he received them. So there was still this number looming. So I think that was a determining factor of like, ooh, it's already a bit of money, but it's going to be more money. They do lose water all the time. Yeah, that's what I figured. So I figured like buying that. And kind of replacing that, you know, taking things out, cleaning my fans out properly, like actually detaching them. I want to change the way my case flow as well is, because I set my PC up a certain way so that all the fans were visible, because that was when I had my PC within my stream screen, remember? And now that it doesn't matter, I'm like, I can just get black fans. I don't care about the lights. So I'm going to switch the fans around so that the airflow is, in theory, better. But I'll do like a proper clean of fan blades and things like that. Hopefully. Because I feel like cleaning a PC is one of those things that you say you're going to do and you hold off forever until it breaks. Yeah. That's my target there. Dude, I still can't touch. Oh, wait, I did. Okay. Okay. Because, yeah, the other one, it wouldn't lock on. I was like, what is going on? But now I can. Okay. Is this one with an asteroid base? It does look like it. What is that? Someone's C1. Okay. Well, let's stop and drop this fellow. I've got to see if I can soft death him too, because of late, I don't know if it's like a desync thing, but I've just been full deathing ships without intending to. So I'm going to see if I can take this guy out without completely destroying him. Because they don't have a lot of cargo that's good, but I wouldn't mind grabbing some cargo just for the giggles, you know? Just for the sake of gameplay and content and all that jazz. Hello, sir. Would you like to play a game called Pew 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 Pew? He said no. He said denied, young man. Young man, I don't want to play that game. I said, young man. Oh, okay. Am I just a terrible shot or is it desyncy? I managed to soft death it. Fantastic. It does feel very like floaty and laggy though, doesn't it? That's the problem. I've been playing Division 2 with Misbehave a whole chunk. You never... If you play Star Citizen, just don't play other games, because then when you come back to Star Citizen, it feels bad. It feels bad, and I don't want it to feel bad. Oh, this is a miss. Okay. So there's probably not going to be cargo on this boy. What is that ship? What is that? Does the miss even have cargo space? Apparently not. Apparently not. I don't think it even has components that are worth me taking. I don't believe so. Okay, what is this ship? It looks like it could be A dead hornet? It does look like a dead hornet. Now that song is stuck on my head. Good job, Beard. Those guns are sticking out. Oh, because his wings are being shredded. Okay. Yo. This is a player's ship. Trying to think, someone wanted a turret, but I feel like it was for the Super Hornet. So I don't think this is it. This is a Super Hornet. Who was it that wanted a turret for the Super Hornet? Somebody wanted a turret for the Super Hornet. Was it Villager? Or was it Devasaur? Well, we're gonna grab it. It was somebody. Somebody was like, hey, can you keep an eye out? It's always the thing though, right? Like, you keep an eye out for it, by the time you find one, they're like, oh no, I got it. And you're like, oh, okay. But somebody wanted it. Hey, Darkest, are you able to ping in the Star Citizen Discord chat? And ask who it was that wanted the turret for the Super Hornet? If you'd be so bold and kind, sir. Assuming you're not in the middle of something. I really like this chat thing on the bottom. I dig that. That's very cool. Thank you, Darkest. Appreciate you. That was weird. Bit of a weird desync there as I tried to exit the ship. It might have been... I feel like it was Villager. I feel like it was Villager. I could be wrong though. But we'll take this to obituary. We'll drop it off so I don't like lose it, right? Is it too heavy? Wait. Oh. Oh dear. Oh. Oh dear. Is there something weird with the... Bro. Uh-oh. Can you... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, how you doing? I mean, up until this very moment where I tried to put that in my ship and now it's clipping through the... Can you... Sir. Sir. Oh my... Just... Bro. The ramp has been acting odd the last 40 seconds. Oh my goodness. This is going to end in an explosion, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? But besides that, love it. I need to record the audio for my video because I've done a review video, but I've just been super lazy with it, Mad World. Super lazy. So at some point in the near future, there's going to be a video. Some point. It's also one of those things where I'll start playing the game, and if the game is rude to me and it has lots of issues and lag, it uninspires me. Do not throw a grenade. It stops me from wanting to do the content. So I kind of had to deal with that. But yeah. Do you own an Asgard or are you Asgardless? Okay. Don't get sucked into the thing. Dude. What the frick? Okay, can I just not put it in my ship then? Is this... Okay. I'm gonna make this work. Nice. Well, up until this very moment, I've had no issues. I mean, I did briefly drive some vehicles into it. Yo. We're gonna try... No. Hey. We're gonna try to go in through the side door. I think there's just some weird physics thing with the ramp, because I noticed when I drove a vehicle in and I was recording some footage, which was laggy as heck, I might add. Melted the tack for one? Heck yeah, I melted the MX. I melted the MX, and I even said in the video for the MX, I was like, this is... Dude, the bed. The bed, you wouldn't think it'd be so important to me, but it was. But also, like, anyone who's like, you cannot, there's no... How do I... Bro. I might not be able to get this part for him after all. I might not be able to get it for him at all. Because it won't fit in the ship, dude. What the heck? I might just be like, hey, whoever it was, I don't know if they've answered yet, Darkest, but they're gonna be like, oh, can you bring it for me? Like, I couldn't, bro. Strap it on top. Yeah, Oki straps. I wish, bro. I wish. Maybe if I try to pull it in. It is, man. It's so good. Like, the things you can fit in this ship. Like, Ethereal and I put like a golem and stuff in it. And you were like, that's wild. But I also, like, aesthetically love it. I was never partial for the Valkyrie, to be honest. But this thing, bro, all about it. Okay, come on. Speed, speed, speed. It just straight up won't even, dude. No way. Okay, well, whoever wants it doesn't get it, because this ship apparently just won't play ball. Just won't play ball. Sorry, I'm just typing the Discord. I'll give them 5 minutes. They get 5 minutes. Also, the fact that they're not in chat is just a crime. Has a Nursa and the MTC at the moment for bunkers? Now being attacked. That sounded like a player ship. Probably gonna die. That's rude. Or it's not a player ship and it's just an AI ship. Oh no, it's just someone's...
Shield down.
Rude is what? Cutlass? Alright. Alright, Cutlass. Shooting me while I'm busy. You cheeky bugger. How dare you? I was sitting there for a very long time. A very long time.
Shield down.
Yeah, I know the shield's down. Chill out. Chill out, Anvil robot lady. Another miss? I think it is. Got this Gumby camera angle because I was like trying to reverse up on this thing.
Lock.
Also, missile launcher. Chaos, are you getting that weird bug with the missile launcher where it just won't load up missiles? Because I get that a lot. It is no bueno. No bueno. Well, they're definitely not getting that part now, eh? Oh well. We tried, Darkest. We did, we tried. And no one answered, so they get nothing. So now they get nothing. Yeah, I mean, like, this is the first time, like, with a full missile rack it's failed, but normally I'll kind of, like, shoot a bunch. And then if you leave it for a bit, it'll break down and it just won't load missiles. But now it's done it on the first one. So I don't know what is up with that. But I've been consistently getting issues with the missile launcher. So usually if I start shooting missiles, I'll just shoot all of them because I know it's going to conk out. What is that ship?
Lock.
And yeah, like just won't load up missiles, right? Just won't load up missiles, man. Oh well. Oh well. Is that the cut? Oh no, that's just... It's done that weird thing where it's taken some out. Oh well. Bogey indeed. Where's he at? This guy? This guy? All right. We did all we could. We tried. We tried, but no dice. No dice, no cards, no yo-yos, none of it. All right. We did our mission though. Like, we did our mission. All right, let's go somewhere and repair. What is the closest little station? What is the closest little station, my guy? Is there a station around Pyro 1? I think there is, right? No. Okay. It might be around Bloom or Monox? Pyro 4? What we got? None of that. This is the problem. There's so much stuff in Pyro. You're like, I don't know where any of it is. Okay, fair. Oh well. Not the end of the world. We'll go repair and refuel, and maybe something will fix that. I don't know. We'll try it. We'll have a look. If there's anyone in the Twitch channel that is sick of ads, I know that doesn't count for you, Darkest, because you buy all of the things from Twitch. But if there is anyone watching on Twitch that doesn't want to deal with ads, I am also streaming on YouTube, and it's ad-free. I have not monetized the video, and assuming that I don't do any swears, I might monetize it after it's done. But at the moment, YouTube is going to be the nice safe harbor with no ads while it's live, because that's something that I don't like about Twitch personally. And I think that's becoming a thing. Thank you, Darkest. Looks like Darkest might have to be #1 mod now. Misbehave. Might have to give him the crown, huh? What do you reckon, Darkest? Give you the crown. Replace the first shield we had with best mod. I should get an artist to do like a little bobblehead, right? And just do little cartoon versions of your head. Whoa. I would never misbehave. I would never do that. That's terrible. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you'd even imply that. That's terrible. You're a monster. I know that Tony's done it already. No proof, no proof. Where's the receipts, bro? Where's the video evidence? I haven't seen GS in a long time. I think GS may have moved to like Nepal or something and is now a monk. Or maybe he's in like Maui and he's teaching people how to surf, right? You know? I know he did go to Africa for a little bit for a holiday. I think he came back. I don't actually know. You'll see him at PAX? Maybe. Well, maybe. He might have misbehaved. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Namibia, I think he said. Well, he probably went to a few places, but I think he mentioned that one. Probably went back home for a little bit. You know? For a spell. I don't think he's got family over there, though. I think all of his family moved here as well. Or they're in New Zealand. One of the two. I'm unsure. We could see him there. He might... that being said, they're usually pretty all hands on decks. We probably will see him at PAX. Which isn't that far away, Darkest. PAX is getting awful close. What are we at now? We've just hit June. And we're in like the first week of June. So we are 4 months away. Bro. Like 126 days away. Can you believe? Can you believe it, Darkest? I'm totally gonna record lots of footage and do videos this time. Totally gonna be responsible and reliable as a content creator, right? We're gonna do videos, we're gonna interview people and stuff. Totally. Someone left their Starlancer here, huh? I got an imbalance because my ship was getting absolutely throttled by that colorless black. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Just gotta do it, right? Just gotta do it. Just gotta stop being a lazy boy. I love the look of these smaller stations like Gaslight and Megumi, but I don't like that their shop range is pretty dismal. That's the one thing that really bothers me. That's why I ended up going to Obituary anyway. But, you know, it is what it is.
Arrival complete.
So are you going to buy new components for your computer, Darkest? Are you even? Or are you just going to keep talking about it and never do it? You're going to keep talking about it and never do it, man. You're all talk. You're all talk and no upgrade, bro. Come on, man. You poor PC. When you going to upgrade it, bro? Is that a person? That is dead set a person. No, it's not. This little panel, as I was strafing to the side, looked like a person running across the platform there. I'm not going mad. You're going mad. It genuinely looked like a person. Now, obviously, with perspective, you get close. You're like, well, that's too large, obviously. But at the time, I was convinced. I was like, would you look at that? There's some cheeky little citizen is running across the platform there. But they weren't. It was my imagination. You know, I don't really need them. Well, I mean, how old is your CPU, Darkest? How much RAM do you have, Darkest? What GPU are you rocking, Darkest? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see how Ethereally goes with his red build, right? Because my first GPU was an AMD. And I mean, it wasn't the best graphics card, but when I used it, it was really good. You have 64 gigs of RAM? So do I, bro. And I can already tell deep down in my heart that I need more. The problem is, do they do 100? Oh wait, is it DDR5? They are, dude. They are. And like, I think a big part of why I didn't get an AMD GPU this time round when I got the 4070 was because of streaming. I was like, oh no, well I need like the NVIDIA NVENC and all that kind of jazz, right? But it's getting to the point, what's it called? AV1 encoding? You know what? I might. Is it going to be great during winter, terrible during summer though? I think Ethereal is going to be very shocked at how hot his PC runs. Because I know he's installing like his little fan app, which he got on my PC, which is bonkers. It's really helpful. It is on. But I wonder how hot his machine's going to run now. Could be wild. 3.2k to repair my ship? I mean, I think we're all going to have to start considering DDR5 anyway, aren't we, Darkest? But every time I look, I'm like, I'm already looking at like, for CPU, motherboard, and RAM, I'm like, it's already over 1,000, man. And my machine works, right? My machine works. I don't need to buy new stuff. But golly gee, sometimes I think, well. Now, does my ship load the missiles? It does, thank goodness. I was concerned there. I was concerned, okay? My fellow is thirsty, so I'm gonna get out of the seat and drink some beverages. Hey! Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Oh, I gotta take my helmet off first. Silly boy that I am. Yeah, I hear you there. I hear you there, Doc. It's a wild first line, right? That's a wild first line. The sleuthing begins. Unfortunately, these two bottles are not the same bottle, otherwise I could stack them and use Ethereal's magic. But they are not, so I cannot. Maybe I'll go find somewhere on the ground. Did I put my helmet on? I did put my helmet on. Fantastic. Let's go on an adventure. Is this a pretty chunker server? No, it's not a oh. It doesn't appear to be a chunker server at all. Okay. Well, interesting. Well, interesting. Let's have a look here. Where are we at with headhunters? That's right. You had to do a bunch of those things, right? Yeah. Though, this experience didn't even equate to the missions. You just had to do the missions, which is why it was bizarre. Very strange. Peculiar. Peculiar, one might say. Oh, that's what... You didn't remind me, Darkus. You're the worst. Did I even put the... Did I put the... Alerts. YouTube spacebox. I did not put the alerts there. Now it's there. There we go. Not that anything's happened, but you were supposed to remind me, Darkest. How dare you? How dare you? I set up StreamerBot, right? So I think I'm going to bring a whole bunch of things over to that and kind of just scale back on the stuff that Stream Elements controls. So I can kind of have, because this chat needs to have StreamerBot open. So I'm like, well, I might as well have it all running through that. So I'm going to start scaling things into that, you know? But I wonder, I'm sure there is. I wonder if there's a thing where the moment I start streaming, it what's the term? Unhides certain sources being alerts, right? Because when I'm recording footage for videos, I don't want those alerts popping up. But when I stream, I want them to pop up. No, I told you to remind me that I had to put the YouTube alerts in the screen, but you didn't remind me. I'm taking away your crown of best mod, okay? I'm taking away your crown. Nah. It is decided. Darkest, it's decided. Bad mod. Bad mod. Naughty. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. Ooh, contraband. I know I don't want to work for Citizens Prosperity. That's the blues mother corrupting your brain. Don't be jealous that I have Mother Blue, okay? Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous, okay? Green is not your color, sir. It's my color. I look great in green. I look great in green. My partner buys me like these Adidas tracksuits and she keeps getting me forest green. Even though like, I'm like, I want black or blue. She's like, no, I'm getting you forest green. And she's convinced that forest green is the best color out of the tracksuits. And now it's become like a running gag where she'll just get me forest green. I'm like, what? Why? She's like, you look good in forest green. Okay. Trying to dress me up as a druid. That's what she's doing. Headhunters hauling ask. See, I'm intrigued by this, right? Ashland on Pyro 5A. Redwind Line Haul. Ashland on Pyro 5A Gaslight. I bet I get absolutely stomped if I go do this. You should walk in one day in black. Well, I bought my own stuff, but it's not as nice as the stuff she bought me. Like, the tracksuit she bought me is like that terry toweling kind of fabric, but the one I bought is like that half polyester one that's not as nice. Dead sad. She buys me like some nice stuff. I gotta give her that. I gotta give her that, chat. Orange level. Return the favor. An Anvil Valkyrie. Interesting. If I go to this one. No, they're all, because pirates all there, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, we've discovered for whatever reason. I wonder if I try to put cargo in my ship, it'll do that. If it's just turrets. It's so bizarre. It's just so bizarre. Council script. Oh, this is just scout and scan. I mean, I guess I could still do this, right? Where's the orange one? Scout and scan 50k? I feel like this is it. 4 council script. Wasn't there another one? There was another one. It was like... What was it called? It's not as easy to read as the Mercenary Guild one. Mercenary Guild one is like orange level, and you're like, yeah, cool. But the Headhunter one is like, oh, went for a stroll. Ooh, nice little traipse through space. Like weird names. You're like, can you just say what it is, please? It's so confusing. So I think Scout and Scan is the highest level of the Headhunters one that I've got. We'll accept this one. We'll go here. Half the time these are broken though, which is why it annoys me. Half the time it's broken. And I blame you for that, Darkest. That's your fault, mate. Well, I'm glad he's already got one for himself because I couldn't get it. It did not want to come home with me. No, sir. It did not. I was going to ask you if you're going to play this, Darkest, but then I remembered Dune. And I was like, no. Darkest doesn't like Star Citizen. He'll play any game but... Kidding. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Did you get much airtime with your Corsair to kind of see where it's at now with the new changes and all that jazz?
Thanks for picking up this
Hey,
patrol.
Stows. What's up, bro?
I know it's dull shit. The headhunters gotta have eyes on our turf. You never know. Maybe things will pop off.
Maybe things will pop off, Stows. It's entirely possible that they'll pop off. I guess we'll find out. You just crashed and lost 2 railguns? As in crashed a desktop or physically crashed your ship? Because that does suck, I'm sorry.
Stows, I'll be pushing you along this week.
I'm sorry for
Putting
that.
together the route. We'll probably be pretty quiet, but
Was it the only railguns you had? Or are you just collecting railguns for the fun of it? I think I've got 2 railguns and I take them with me, but then when you die and respawn, you like put new ammo on. So I just got to the point where I was like, ugh. Movement shields feel slower and weaker, but good overall. Okay, that's good. Well, I mean, it is a thick ship, right? Did you get a chance to play around in the Anvil Asgard? Because I meant to ask you, because I was like, maybe this is your kind of jam. You might enjoy it. I don't know. But it is more expensive. It was $100 more. So I was like, I think it's about $100 more. $350. So I mean, it was good for my credit level, but because I think you've got that in the Pisces, right? But I think you've got just a basic Pisces. I don't think you're running a medical Pisces, are you? You haven't flown it yet? Fair, 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 fair. It's got less firepower. It's a little bit more maneuverable, but like not enough to go, oh, it's a dogfighting ship. I had an arrow slap me. Like a player arrow was fighting an MSR, and I didn't realize. And I went and attacked the MSR. And then the arrow attacked me. And I like tried to run away and I couldn't. And he wrecked me. Should have gone medical. Yeah. Especially with the whole respawn thing, dude. Oh, here's the thing too. So I put a Nurser in this ship, right? I went and landed this ship. And then tried to drive a mule towards some location 30 kilometers away. But it just took forever. And I was like, I don't care. I give up. And I just like exited the game to go back to menu, right? And when I logged back in hours later, I was on the same server. And I'd set my spawn location as the medical Ursa in the ship. But because when you log out, I woke up at like a space station, right? Or at a ground location. I just backspaced and woke up in the medical Ursa, in the Asgard, landed 30 kilometers away from a location. And I was like, that's kind of cool. That's kind of sick. So as long as you're on the same server and the ship and like the medical vehicle's still active, so you could kind of park your Pisces medical in space and just use it as a recall point. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. If that's your jam, might be the way to go. I don't like that my patrol is outside of a location that has a bunch of turrets that'll shred me. Can you not, Star Citizen, please? Can you not? That's a bit rude. Talking too much. Getting a dry throat. I have to drink some water. Drinking some water. Yeah, yes! Do you think that's what he was doing, Darkest? Do you think he was just... There's a ship there too. Do you think he was going there, collecting keys, logging out, waking up in a station, putting the keys away, backspacing, waking up in that location, running out, grabbing stuff? He's just looping that. It's a lot of work though, isn't it? That's what I don't like about these locations. There's ships here, right? Is that a player?
Alright. You see the assholes in the ship that needs to get through.
Okay.
I'm gonna protect that guy. Oh no. What's he in? He's in a Cutlass. Oh no. He's gonna get wrecked. Oh dear. Oh dear. Not a problem, Darkest. Have a good sleep, dude. I will talk to you tomorrow. We're getting that much closer to Dune, man. We're getting that much close. Oh man, why'd you...
Locked.
It unlocked just as I fired the missile. That's rude.
Okay. Lock.
Keep the fighters off me so I can work.
I'm trying, bro, but you're forever
How
away.
about you focus on keeping that ship alive?
Oh, he's not gonna make it, chat. He's not gonna make it, boys.
I got get out!
I'm not gonna make it. I'm getting real close to
Client's
those.
dead. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. It does suck.
Mayday! Mayday! I'm going down!
But you put him in a really rough spot, dude.
Don't let the client
That's
die.
not my fault. That's not my
Think we're
fault.
good.
That's your fault, bro. This is on you, champ. Stows. Giving me missions that are like all the way out here. Bro. Who's this? Who's this little rat bag shooting at me? This Cutlass? Get out of here, you cheeky monkey. I'm sick of your attitude, bro. Get out of it. Oh, it feels laggy and floaty. Hey, Devasaur. I'm glad you've already got the turret, Devasaur, because for whatever reason, when I tried to put it into the Asgard, the moment it got over the part where the ramp goes into the hold, it sunk into the ramp every time, and it won't go through the side doors. Doesn't happen with cargo, doesn't happen with vehicles, but for whatever reason, that turret was like, nope. So I could not get it for you. So I'm glad you've already got one, boss, because I just discovered a weird issue. Who's the bogey? Where's he at? Where's he at? Yeah, I'm not a fan. Go to the patrol coordinates. I will. Did someone damage my turret already? Can you not, Jim Bob? Can you not? Where's it at? Spool it up. Wouldn't be CIG with 1,000 bucks for flavor, right? I know. That's okay. We're only a couple of ways from Dune Town, chat. We're a couple of days away from... That was my impression of the Dune sound. And then... That one. There you go. Hopefully I don't get demonetized for basically taking the song from Dune. Perfectly. Perfect pitch, perfect key. Don't copyright strike me. Dune looks interesting. It's gonna be awesome. Did you play the... Yeah, I'm in the Funcom creator program. So I got a copy and I'm gonna be doing content on it. Definitely streams, hopefully YouTube videos, but I don't know if you noticed, but I am dual streaming at the moment. So I'm streaming on Twitch as well as the YouTubes. So I'll at least be streaming to YouTube, but hopefully I can find something in the game that I can kind of like sink my teeth into for content, right? We'll see how we go. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah. So I'm pretty keen beans. I'm pretty keen beans for it. Problem being, I'm pretty sure it releases like midnight/12 a.m. Friday morning, and I got work that day, so it'll come out midnight. I start work at like 10, finish at like 5 or 6, and then get home. So it's like 20 hours. Like 20 hours of gameplay that I'm not going to get. And I know ethereally it's going to be like, oh, I power level, I did it all. Because we got to like whatever level in 10 hours, dude. He's going to power level through that. And then we're going to have to join a different server. Because we're not going to be able to join his server. He's going to have to start again. Because he's not going to be able to help himself. Because he's got no control, that man does. No control. But the upside is Darkest, Ethereally, and I all have the game. So we'll be able to start on a server at the same time. Comes out at... yeah. Dude, like I got to 10 hours. We got to a certain point with like, hey, you're in a new region now. And I flat said, I'm not playing anymore. There's still another day and a half of the beta. I'm not playing anymore because I will want to keep playing. I'm going to stop. And Darkest and Ethereally played a bit more and they're like, oh, I want to keep playing. I miss it. I was like, you should have stopped when you had the chance to mentally prepare yourself for the lack of the game. They didn't. They don't have the emotional and mental fortitude that I do. It's going to be awesome, Devasaur. It's going to be so good. I hope we don't have like day one release blues though with like a bunch of server crashes, but we'll see. But I am...
Sit tight.
I'm ready. My body is ready for the sand. I'm going to go find a sand pit. I'm going to have to go find a sand pit, misbehave, and take pictures of me like pouring sand and then superimpose that image as like a stream video thumbnail, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Search the area. Search the area? How dare you? Did he just crash into me, bro? Just exploded. I guess. What class am I going? That's a good question.
Not seeing anything.
That's a very good question. I went Trooper last time, right? Which is like guns and stuff and the Shiga wire. So like little zip line. And then I ended up using
I don't see a damn
the
thing.
blade a lot more, like melee weapon. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll go melee build. I don't know, man. But I mean, because that's the thing, like you start off initially and then you learn skills from different classes. So it's not like locked in. It's just those classes give you access to those skills initially. You know what I mean? So you kind of like mix up all the things. It's just whatever you start with. Swordmaster. I think I might go Swordmaster, but the Swordmaster doesn't have the Shiga wire. And I tell you what, having like a little zip line in the early stages, so useful. For real Jedi vibes. I mean, if that's what you're into, dude. Heck yeah. You do you, man. You play the way you want to. I'm just out here doing this mission because I was like, well, I might as well start doing some headhunters stuff while I'm in Pyro. I want to move back to Pyro, but now I'm like, man, 4.2, everyone's going to be in Pyro because I'm going to be doing this event. Maybe I'll start off in Pyro still, like checkmate, but just hang out in Stanton for a bit. I don't know. I love Pyro, dude. I got stomped the other day by an arrow and I wasn't even upset by it. I was just like, yeah, fair. I just hover over the buy button for Dune like 4 times a day. Do you really? Do you really? Do it. Do it, Devasaur. You deserve it. Just think, for the price of Dune, you could buy like 3 minis in Warhammer 40k. It's wildly expensive these days, right? Heinously so. Heinously expensive. I remember when I was playing it, and I thought it was expensive. Or 1 quarter of an SC. True. I remember a 5-man Terminator squad was $45. They were plastic by that point, mind you. But a 5-man Terminator squad... No, wait. Was it 5 or 3? I think it was 5 or 4. Either way, $45. And like as a 17-year-old, that was a wildly expensive amount of money. I don't know what it is now. I don't know if I feel like it's probably a lot more. It's probably a lot more expensive than that. Patrol coordinates. As long as it's not like, hey, scan these 4 locations. I dislike that one so much. That irritates me. Although I did actually have during that an ace pilot attack me, which was kind of cool. I was like, okay, all right, I'll allow it. But I've only got 1 ace pilot helmet on me at the moment. And that's back in Stanton. I might, yeah, back in Stanton. I really wish they would add a, do you think maybe they'll put a different trade thing in Pyro?
Hold up a sec. Gotta do a scan.
You know? Like, not specifically neutralize targets. Yeah, but none of them are ace pilots, bro. None of them are ace pilots. And I need them to be ace pilots. I want them helmets, son. I'm in Xenothreat turf? My goodness. Wait, they're in Xenothreat turf. Is Xenothreat gonna stomp him for me? Bro, that'd be sick. That would be sick. Get him. Fight. Xenothreat hates everyone, dude. Get him. Get him. Yes. Okay. I'm not mad. This could work in our favor, chat. This could work in our favor. If Xenothreat stomps these fools, they're attacking them too, then we might be okay. Yeah, I'm not far off either, dude. I'm not far off either. I did land at a location today that sold cargo, actually had a cargo terminal, actually had a cargo like elevator, and I was like, "Ooh, do I buy this?"
Damn, you're kicking a lot of ass.
Yeah, I'm totally kicking butt. It's totally Mistos. It's totally not Xenothreat defending their turf. Totally me. I'm so good at this. Who's he being shot by? Is he being shot by something really small? I got no signal. Which is this guy here. Is this guy about to attack me? Oh, here we go. Finally got a signal. Oh, no wonder I couldn't pick him up on radar. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Bro, I don't even get the missions now for script. Like, I lost the one for MG script a week ago, and I checked yesterday, and I got nothing for council. It's just broken. Sir, we could have been friends. I know a guy that wants to join you. He wants to join your gang. You can't be attacking me. I'm like an envoy for him. But now we're enemies, you space racist.
I'm not picking up anything.
Is that a Valkyrie? That's a Valkyrie. So glad I completed that mission. They're global missions? Really? So people are just taking them all, trying to farm the stuff out? I guess that kind of makes sense. But still, disappointing. Alright. Let's jump away from here. Checkmate? Yeah, I'll jump to checkmate. Actually, no. We'll jump to Pyro 5. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That explains a lot of what's going on then, I guess. Alright. Have you been playing Star Citizen of late, Devasaur, or are you pretty much done with it? I've noticed there's like a big fatigue with it at the moment. And that tends to happen immediately after like Invictus launch week and Intergalactic IAE. Because we've gotten so familiar with the servers being on fire and being cooked that we just stopped trying. And also, I've noticed good games or updates for games come out. Last bit of gameplay 1 is dead. Oh. Another PvP? Do you get a lot of PvP in the CZs, Devasaur? I wasn't too sure if you were doing like active combat or just more sneaking. You got 1,200 points of Marines to paint? Oh, okay. Okay. All right, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. No trouble, no trouble. I got you. All right. Relax, buddy. Relax. Well, that's something to keep you entertained, I suppose. something in the real world. Does it count as touching grass? It's like a physical thing, but it's still like inside, right? I should touch grass more. A lot of PvP. Pull some exec hanger boards. That's sick, dude. Nice. I have not engaged in a lot of PvP. Like that one thing recently, the arrow slapping me, and I don't think that was really like PvP. That was just me getting stomped by a light fighter, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, guess I'll go home. Go home and just cry. Did that do much for my rep? That's the question. Hello, headhunters. Yeah, a tiny bit. A tiny bit. Headhunter contract, not much there. All right, let's have a look at just the actual mercenary headhunter contracts. Maybe I should go do a ground thing, right? Go attack a bunch of Ninetales. Not Ninetales. Xenothreat. Orange level. No. Easy pickings. No. Death and Astro base. No. Primo target. Where's this one out? Oh, is it an asteroid cluster? Oh, that's sick. I'll go do that then. 132k. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'll go check it out. Is it an RAB? Oh, is it an actual cluster? Although I have noticed the clusters, some clusters actually have RABs in them now, but they're just not the named RABs. Bad servers, AA invincible. Oh, and you like go do the takedowns on them and all that jazz. Oof. That's annoying. That'll ruin it for you, right? That'll just kind of ruin the vibe and you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm outies. I'm outie SpaghettiOs. No thanks. Yeah, I feel that, bro. I feel that. I love this planet, dude. This green planet. All toxic green looking. I'm a big fan. Like my aesthetic in the stream is kind of like blue, but I do like that real like old school glow in the dark green. Big fan of it. Maybe it's a nostalgia thing. I don't know. But that's where I'm at with that. In case anyone was wondering. Just in case anyone was wondering, that's where I'm at with that. Do we know if anyone's encountered any of these missions that actually have good loot in them, or have they stripped the good loot straight out? Like the easy money style loot. I'm not terribly upset if they have. Beard is secretly just a hyena. Not even secretly, dude. Like before I started playing with you again, my skin was hyena gear. I love the hyenas. They're the coolest gang in DC, bro. They are the coolest gang in DC. It's just a shame. I think honestly they're the lowest level ones. They're the first ones you encounter, right? I love it. I love the aesthetic. I'm tempted, misbehave. I'm tempted to get an LC sign made. And I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, do I want to get it in like lime green or in like my stereotypical blue? Got some from Vaughn RAB missions. Okay, I haven't done Vaughn stuff. Dude, I managed to take down the Commoray Tower around the Commoray around Yellow the other day. I went in there and the screen was showing that it was down, but I still had the symbol. So I like booted it back up. The reload uplink is forever. And but then I took it down and it properly came down, but I don't know if it showed up for everyone else. So I was able to take it down, but I feel like there's a weird bug thing with it. I don't know. But maybe I should get back to doing that, you know? Doing the old Vahorn missions. Maybe we should roll them, Devasaur. What do you reckon? Maybe we should just take down the Comray, roll. And I did it too. Like I got on my bike and took down the... That's why I wasn't doing anything with it. My ship disappeared. I don't know if it was the icon or the ship got cleaned up, but I no longer had my Asgard because I went there in a Mirai Pulse. But someone had left their Dragonfly there. Thankfully they had, because for some reason when I got off my bike, it put the landing gears down the Mirai Pulse and it wouldn't go faster than 30 meters a second. Which kind of ruined it, you know? Not ideal. Not ideal, chat. Oh, is this why I don't do these missions? Because the 132k one is just an invisible target that doesn't exist? Probably. Poison green. Yeah. Scorpion green, as they say with Warhammer. Scorpion green. Devasaur knows what's up. Scorpion green, bro. Like the Eldar Scorpions, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? Is there a target here? Lost no location. Lost no location. But no ships. Nothing. Nada. Cooked mission, I guess. What a surprise. What a surprise. Okay. See how far with these grey missions. Orange and black. Nice. Nice. Is that your own faction color or is that for a particular faction? Chapter, I suppose, is the right term. Need green for Necrons though? Dude, I had Necrons. I loved them. Dry brushing. Made me feel like I'd actually paint. Made your own chapter? Heck yeah, everyone does. Ambush attack squad. Okay. Okay. All right, where is a attack the Xeno threat? Usually like scroll to the bottom, right? Kill order. Asteroid cluster. CFP ship. Needs stomping. No. Kill the king. Pyro 5B. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's go do that. I know what's going on. They do. Be taking on purple and orange with brand new spruce up. You'll be taking on purple and orange with brand new spruce up. Purple and orange. What's this for? What's this for, Misbehave? You're doing like, as in like a color scheme? Is that what you're saying? Confused. Confused, sir. What are you talking about? What are you on about, bro? Or are you going to play 140k and that's what you're painting your Space Marines? What are you even talking about? Got to go around this asteroid because you can't jump through it, which seems reasonable. Come back to content stream. Purple and orange. Interesting mix. Orange your favorite color? I'm intrigued by the reasoning for this color scheme. I'm intrigued, sir. I'm intrigued. Have you decided what kind of content? What genre? Big yawn from BeardofOz. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. It's been pretty chill. Sunsets, complimentary, but shift towards high contrast, darker range. Gotcha. Okay. I get you. I get you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah. I think Vatra is a very warm moon, isn't it? I think it's a very warm moon. But so long as it's on the bright side of the moon, because I'm getting real tired of fighting in the dark, I tell you what. Oh, I gotta wait for my quantum to cool. Because I'm running stealth components, so it doesn't have fast cooling speed. Oof. Oofed. They need to figure out a better way for us to find components, man. I'm getting real tired of this nonsense. I don't think they'll bother though until they can figure out a way. We know the solution. They just refuse to do it until they implement a way to stop us from duplicating stuff. I don't think they care as much. Because like we just destroy the value, the perceived value they put on it, right? Neutralize Bo Butner. All right, Bo. He's gonna be chilling in there somewhere, I assume. So I'm gonna land. I could just nose down, but I'm not gonna. What ship is that? Of course it's a constellation. There's always a constellation, bro. There's always a constellation. Oh, and a Polaris. That's even funnier. Disheartening. Yeah. Is that just a Polaris that's just hovering? Man, the sooner they get the whole atmospheric flight thing in, so it just limits the number of ships that are in atmosphere, I'll be a happier camper. I think there's so many ground locations that get absolutely destroyed, and like the fun of it is gone because so many ships just hover above it, and you're like, yeah, cool, man. Sick. And they're not even ships with VTOL, right? You're just like, okay. Cool beans. If I had a sniper rifle on me, I could park up there and shoot down, but I don't, so I can't. Womp womp, right? Womp womp. Is there a flat spot that I can land at, sir? Is there a flat spot I can land at, man? Is this kind of flat? I gotta get close to them too, man, because I'm only rocking the old SMG boy. Let's find out. If I get stuck here, that's life, I guess, right? If I get stuck here, I just live on this hot, hot planet. Moon, sorry. Moon. Vatra. I don't even know what the etymology of that is, but it sounds hot. Alright, how many mags we got? 300 rounds total. Alright. Is it cold here? Oh, no, it's cold. Okay. It might be alright then. If it's still within the range of my suit, I should be okay. Do I have a god marker for this dude? Is this one of the things they put in? Because we've got god markers for PvP, it runs the same system, and now I know exactly where Bo is. Alright. You say so. If you say so. Assuming, of course, Bo even spawns in, right? Because that's always an issue. Wait, is this... No. There was a planet like... moon like this where I ended up on a cliff. And I fell to my doom. I slid all the way down. All of them have it now? Not surprised. Not surprised. Is there at least loot at these locations? Is there at least good loot at these locations, bro? Docking collar for the old Constellation, eh? Bro. I don't know how these guys are going to fix this whole bounty hunting issue. Because, like, the solutions that people have, CIG is just plugging their ears up going, la, 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 la. And you're like, y'all don't want to do anything then, huh? Y'all don't want to fix it. Y'all don't want to make gameplay. I heard someone go, ooh. Sir. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Hey. Oh. Friendly. Come on, bro. What are you rocking? F55? Doesn't help me. That's got as much spread as this thing does. Looks like I'm gonna get up there and slap some fools. Oh, I see you. I see you, bro. I see you talking some smack. Oh, hello. Sir. Bro. Oh, I'm not long for this world, chat. We're not long for this world, chat. Oh. Everyone shoot. Oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Bro, they all just spawned in. They're like, hey, by the way, we're all here now. I was like, cool, man. Sick. Rude. Very rude. Yeah. I don't want to use a custodian though. Custodians are trash. They throwing grenades at me now, bro. Not cool. Not cool, bro. Let's see if I can find this suit that they allege that you can use to like put clothes over armor, right? Allegedly. I ain't seen a jumpsuit, my guy. I think it's a lie. It's a myth. Rude. Where's he at? They all up there? Up on a tower? Throwing grenades at me too. The audacity. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them now, bro. They are mad. They are angry. They are big angry. Let's lead them on a merry chase, shall we? Oh, it's not even real, bro. The audacity. I'm running out of ammo. I really should have grabbed one of their guns. Whoops. Where's my ship? That way? Did the mark of my ship disappear? Cringe. Cringe, I say. I think it did. The mark of my ship did disappear. That's a bit rude. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Look at that gangster ship. Just thug life in it, you know? Just thug life in it. Living its best life. I really wish that I'd put an Ursa in it now. There are no locations in Pyro that have a Platinum Bay, are there? It's what makes me miss Stanton just a wee bit, dude. Just a wee bit. I don't wanna, but I'm like, you know what? You know what Stanton's got? Platinum Bays. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying Platinum Bay makes life better. I said it. I said it and I stand by it. I mean, I don't think it's broken so much as it's delayed. They just weren't there when I rolled up and I think the game started going, oh, I better spawn in some AI. And I just happened to catch the tail end of it, you know? That's okay. I've got a plan to get revenge. I'm going to get my revenge. You'll see. And go hover above it. Bro, I am right there with you. It's why I've been playing Division 2 so much. I was contemplating streaming Division 2 again tonight, but I was like, no. I'll do a simulcast again because I want to get back into that. I'll do it on Star Citizen, obviously, because that's where kind of my YouTube audience is for the most part. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. But Dune, I think Dune is going to be where I'm at for a little bit because, yeah. Dude, even with new content, Star Citizen's just like, ugh. It feels like they're adding stuff. Cool. Component grind is fun, but it's hard to care at the moment when you're like, look, I'm probably going to lose all those components when you patch the game. There's not as much incentive to stick with it at the moment. There isn't. And that's a shame. But it's very CIG, right? You're like, cool, man. This should have been super fun. And you guys kind of stooged me on it. All right, here's my plan. You ready? I have yet to use the turret. And I got ballistics on it. So we'll see how that works. We'll see if it's kooky or not. Because I don't care about the monies, you know? I don't care about the in-game monies. Who even cares? Just play Dune, bro. Build a cool little house out in the desert. Live your best desert life. That's my advice. 100 rounds isn't too shabby. Look at this guy. Yeah, you better hide. You better hide. Dang. The aim is so off. Oh, I got him. Hey. Hey. Hello, Mayhem. How you doing? I was so confused because some random put the most toxic comment on a video and I was like, what the heck is this about? I was like, that's such a random passive aggressive comment. And then I looked at who it was and it was you and I was like, okay, well that's less offensive, but just as just as confusing. I was like, why are you being sarcastic, man? Hey, Dwiller! Yeah, man. I'm doing simulcasting at the moment, Mayhem and Dwiller. Getting back into it, right? Because I'm like, you know, Twitch is Twitch. But I'm going to be playing a lot of Dune once that comes out. So who knows? If Dune really grabs me, maybe I'll start doing Dune content more than Star Citizen. Because Star Citizen, like you said, Dweller, it's hard, man. Like, I love the Asgard. Great ship. But the game is not making me excited to fly it. And the, you know, the ship being awesome isn't enough. It's, we're still 2 days away. They pushed it back a day, Dweller. So you still got 25 hours to go. No, 27 hours to go. You said you would quit streaming though? That was like a year ago. Mayhem, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? That was a year ago. Keep up, Mystic. Keep up. Crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be midnight. Friday morning midnight for me. So I'm like, cool. A whole... good question. Most likely oceanic of some description. But beyond that, I don't know much more than that. What is that? What is that graphical issue? That's super weird. Okay. Yeah, I know. Star Citizen is making it hard to be motivated at the moment. It really is. I've got a script written. Right? And this is the first time that I've been playing Star Citizen where it hasn't kind of just absolutely just stooged me, you know? So... Oh no, I have the early access. I wouldn't be able to play it to the full release. Yeah. How you been, Mystic? Besides toxic Mystic. How you been? I would never give you grief, Mystic. I'm a nice guy. I'm super chill. You're just really toxic. You're just mean. Abusive, some might say. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of your constant harassment. Says the guy in red lighting. I discovered this today, guys. If I change the cool lighting, I've got like a red filter over the light. But just by doing that, red light, violet, blue. Big brain plays. You're the one who got me into Clash of Clans, then ditched it? I never played Clash of Clans, Mystic. You're thinking of someone else. I don't play Clash of Clans. Oh, that's awkward for you. You don't even know who I am. That's awkward as heck for you. Dang. That's how abusive you are. You don't even know. Wow, chat. Did you see that? Caught in 4K. One of those mobile games? Incorrecto Inspecto. He punishes by playing Ubisoft games? Hey, look, I'll say, Dweller, at the moment, dude, Division 2 and Skull and Bones for a chunk of time. It's so bizarre to go, yo, these Ubisoft games were bringing me more joy than Star Citizen. That's saying something, right? Dang. Like, come on, sort yourself out, CIG. If Ubisoft is making you look worse, right? Come on now. I hope Dune works out as well. I mean, yeah, look, New World was weird, but I think Dune's going to be the same as kind of Age of Conan, or what is it, Conan Exiles, right? I can awkwardly sit in the corner and finish my RuneScape dailies. Have fun. Not a problem, Mayhem. Good luck with your dailies. I hope you get them all knocked out and get whatever loot it is you get from your dailies. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello, ya meanie. Well, I have to go back to a medical station now because my chest is all damaged. I'm all hurt and whatnot, right? Because those dang diddly AI shot me. Well, actually, I suppose I can still do like a ship mission of some description. Let's see what pops up. Let's see if anything interesting pops up. I am intrigued by the salvage, actually. Not those ones. Miss Calais cleanup. Aegis Vanguard, Sentinel. Swiftly salvage Xenothreat, Aegis Reclaimer. Let's see what the convoys have. We used to suss those out, right? Oh, right, true. Let's go suss this out. This might be the saving grace, right? And if we destroy the ship, we'll still get some rep. Let's try this. Let's try this. How long until they sell a crash cart that snaps to the grid, Devasaur? A crash cart that is just purely the medical bed and nothing else. It's not long now. They usually have good stuff, Devasaur, before the patch. 4.1 they did. I haven't checked it since 4.1.1. Because 4.1.1 I went to Stanton. It may not be the case anymore, but we'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. I feel like they've done a pass on a lot of these missions to kind of reduce the really rare cargo. Like I had Taranai pop up in one and then I like got rammed by a ship at a station or something. So I didn't get to like bring it back. Where is the ship? It's a Starfarer too. Well, one of them is at least. Starfarer. Okay, both Starfarers. I am looking forward to the scanning change where you can kind of scan from like 20 k's out to get the name of a ship. These your moneymaker? I feel like they're going to be nerfed, my guy. I think they all are. I think they've all been nerfed pretty hard. Sorry to say. But I mean, you don't even need money, Devasaur. Like, what do you even need money for? Money has become so arbitrary these days, right? There are so many people with millions of credits because of either exploits or just the game having no balance. To compensate? Okay. I see. Please scan. Tell me what cargo you have. It's a shame we can't take the fuel pods, right? And sell them. Parts, blah, blah, blah. Cargo. 5 SCU of gold, dude. 5 SCU of gold. Okay. Cool. You should play Dune. Build the tallest tower that you can. Does it? 2 SCU. How much does a scrap sell for? Is it good value? Okay. I'll go collect some scrap then. I'll go
One
collect
man, one ship. All he wanted was to be entertained. But all he got instead was hangars eating his ships, bugged out missions eating his time, and a broken universe eating his soul.
Yes.
Follow your hero.
Yeah.
As he discovers the sadness of promises unmet.
Oh, me, I'm the hero?
Nothing seems engaging anymore.
No.
Only to find joy within a Ubisoft title.
Right?
An action-packed adventure of crashing to desktop.
Oh,
coming this summer.
Oh.
Failure to engage.
Ooh. Wait, is it a movie or a game? We used to grind money for guns and components, now they're just locked behind... Yeah, they did. They did. Well, I guess I'll collect some scrap. Although, if they're in 32 SU containers, because I don't have a large tractor beam, I might struggle with it. I guess we'll find out. Oh, true. A movie trailer for a movie, failure to engage. Wait! I think that's already a movie, dude. I think that's a Matthew McConaughey movie. Failure to launch is the Matthew McConaughey movie. Never mind. Never mind. When's the post-sale Asgard nerf? Well, I mean, what do you think they'd nerf? Is there anything in the ship that's like decently powerful? Do you think they would? Because they're buffing the capacitor, aren't they? They buff the capacitor on this and the Valkyrie. So do you think they'll wind it back? I don't think this ship was... What is going on with this particular spot here? I jumped. Okay, that was weird. Make half the coke. I mean, true, BeardofOz. True. Well, there's no... Oh, there are 2 co-pilot seats, actually. The engineer seats. You know what? Yeah, they probably would. They probably would. Or they'll drop them all to size 2s. Like the pilot control guns are like, no, they're all size 2s now, not size 3s. You're like, okay. What the heck? I'm struggling with the EVA today, guys. It's what is going on? Maybe it's not the ship. Maybe I'm the problem. Processed food. Scrap. All right, let's... Okay. Well, that changed it. That changed everything. Everything changed. Okay, well... You know what? You know what? Okay. Placeholder. Oh, this would be the iron then, won't it? They still haven't figured out iron, bro. The iron 16 SCUs. Come on now. Speed, maneuverability, make it like... Well, I mean, it's still... It's already not terrible, right? But it's not the fastest. Might buy Dune and turn into a water trader. I think Dune's gonna be quite popular for a good time. Can't believe I'm collecting scrap, guys. Can't believe I've become a scrap salvager. I guess it makes sense though, right? Like lore-wise. Oh, come on, guys. Really? Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder, chat. What's up? What's this one? Sometimes I'm just like, why? It was super easy to get. Yeah. That's the salvage experience? Scrap? I guess so. I guess. The ultimate troll. Chat's just like, yeah, dude, scrap's worth so much. I get that it's worth nothing. Like, thanks, chat. You jebaited me. You jebaited me, chat. Well done. You know, I wouldn't be mad if like something like this was finally worth some money, right? You would never do that? You would. You live for that. Every opportunity to troll me. I think you and Ethereally are allies in this. Just trolling me all day, every day. I don't think I've ever actually genuinely collected scrap from anything. I think I only ever used scrap when I was doing like little experiments or videos of things. So if scrap's actually worth like, it doesn't have to be millions, right? But if it's actually worth something, I don't think there is, Dweller. I don't think there's much. I'm also not trying to make a lot of money. I'm just like, it's a for the sake of doing it kind of situation, you know? I think scrap's one of those things where if you were running on a Hull C, you could probably make an okay profit. But I don't think it's like... I would also never lie about Rat's Nest buying it. Okay. I'm really starting to doubt the sincerity of your claims now, sir. You're really starting to make me wonder whose side you're on. Oh, I don't have a super long tractor beam. I honestly would not be sad. It's just more the action of collecting the cargo that's kind of fun. You've given me inspiration to do it. inspired me to collect this scrap. I've got the handheld, like the two-handed tractor beams in Stanton. I just haven't been using them forever, right? Because I was collecting things from like Hathor locations, and I was like, well, why do you even need a double-handed tractor beam? Collecting some scrap because there's nothing else. You know what? That'd be pretty cool. People like, yo, this anvil, Asgard's full of cargo. See, that needs to be a thing, right? Scanning a ship to get a full manifest of what cargo it has should not be readily available. It should be something where like you need a particular type of scanner. So like a regular dude in, say, I don't know, like a cutter, like not a cutter scout, but like a cutter is like, yo, this anvil Asgard has 64 SCU of cargo. And like you could base it on you're like, oh, the ship weighs this much. I know an anvil Asgard by itself weighs this much, so the total ship weighs this much. It's probably dense materials. They're like, yo, maybe it's gold or something. Bring you back, shoot again. Oh yeah, just because you're mad at me? Yeah. True. Ugh. Fair. Kind of hilarious. So like you should have to have a particular scanning system to be able to tell that. And then monsters like me can just troll and be like, oh yeah, I've totally got a lot of cargo. And then people like pirate us and it's just scrap. And we're like, sucks to suck, I guess. We just giggle our way to the bank. Is that? I feel like that's part of the grid there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We do need to destroy the ship too, because we want the very small amount of XP from the headhunters. 1800 per SCU? That's really good. That's better than I would have expected for scrap. I'm not mad about that. That's more than medical supplies used to be. Remember when medical supplies were like $9.25 and you're like, that's not too bad. And then I'd sell distilled spirits for $5.55 after buying them for like $4.20. And I was like, yeah, man. It wasn't for the money. It was for the fun, right? We did it for the fun. Yeah, it's less than a... What was the ammunition you said? It was less than... I can't remember what you said it was. It was less than like a magazine of something. Like FS9 mag or something like that. Something to that effect, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. But if I'm not mistaken. Some cargo on this little... Oop. Nice. Yeah! Like a mag of assault rifle ammo. More valuable. More valuable than titanium. That's crazy. I'm doing well, chat. What is this one? Processed food. Nope. Iron. Gold. Gold. There we go. Might as well take the gold while we're at it, eh? While we're taking stuff off the ship, we'd be mad not to take the gold, right? Because the Anunnaki need it. So they say. So they say, chat. They need it for their atmosphere or something. I don't know. Ask Joe Rogan. He'll know. I'm sure he's had someone on the show that tells you exactly why the Anunnaki need gold. What do we got? 17 minutes? We're still good for time. We're still good for time. Yeah. Dude. Ethereally likes to remind me that this grid is cleverer than the Zeus. Is this Okay, this is beautiful. All right. So you want to do this without accidentally getting murdered by the ship. I think we're okay. I think we're okay, chat. We made it. And then over to the next one. Because I think that's also full of scrap. I think. I can't remember if this was the first or the second ship now. I assume it's the first one because I think the trespassing marker only shows up with the ship that you need to scrape. Right? Where's the other one? Not you. This one. Where you at? There you are. Yeah. And then assuming we can get it all done, we'll blow up the ship. I think this is the one that has like 2 gold, where you're like, oh, okay. 27 SEU of scrap. But the iron is worth not very much. Not very much at all. The scrap is arguably a waste of our time. This is cool. Trying not to hit the ship. Live. I'm on live at the moment. I haven't really felt interested in PTU of late, to be completely honest. Just not really, I don't know, not feeling it. Although in general, like, my motivation for Star Citizen has been severely hampered of late. I don't know. I think it's just like the whole collecting components and then having a patch and then losing them. And you're like, okay. Okay. Don't know if you can relate. But that's kind of how I feel. Got a little bit of the fatigue, you know? A little bit of the fatigue. And also, like, been playing a bunch of other games that just feel like they have more to do. And Dune's coming out this weekend, so that's gonna, or like the early access part of it, Dune. So that's gonna be taking a lot of my time. A lot of my time. Scrap? Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk they'd see a world where I'm just like collecting scrap going, oh, cool. That's kind of neat. What do we got? Iron. What's this? That's the processed food. That one there. Okay, get this processed food down, please. Really? This is what we're doing? This is what we're playing? Is this how we... Okay, cool, man. Brother. Really? Come on now. Do I have to do this nonsense? I can't do this nonsense? Goodness gracious. The game does mock me. Okay, what about you? Can I take you off and start moving stuff around? Okay, I'm gonna put you there. So we're gonna start this dream. Iron. What is this one? Oh, because there's something against the side of it? Of course there is. Of course there is. Scrap? Sure. 1800? Sure. Gold? I mean, sure. 2 SCU? 12k? Let's go. But this thing, I need you to not be here. Can I not? Mass exceeded? Oh, because it is a 32? I'm guessing it's a 32. Okay. That's rude. That's very, very rude. Can I bring this down? Man, I might actually be out of luck. I don't think I can get this out. Oh, here we go. Big brain. Big brain beard. Look at him go. Ooh, this one's gonna be tough though. Okay. We use physics. We use imaginary physics to our advantage in this situation. And we use it to dislodge with momentum the crate that I cannot lift with my tractor beam. That tracks. That tracks, chat. That tracks Star Citizen logic. Am I right? Is that all the way there? It is. Funny you should mention. Funny you should mention it. Oh, too far away? Okay. Thank you. Thank you muchly. Please don't hit the ramp. It's a little bit dangerous. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. I'll take the scrap. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Love to see it. Oh, I turned too far. I got turned around. Actually, I'm going to put you behind there because I got that row that for some reason I didn't put stuff in because I'm a silly boy. Because I'm a silly little boy. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we do. In the black. Give me that gold. Give me that gold, sir. Yes, sir. What's tomorrow? Thursday. I gotta plot out my visits for tomorrow too. Oh. Oh, okay. Ooh. Yowza. I believe that's more for like the PvP related stuff, I believe. So yes, end game stuff for the most part, I believe. I'm pretty sure Ethereal is going to pick Atreides because Ethereal has this obsession with being the good guy, even though he's the bad guy. You want to be bald and pale? I think you can still be bald and pale, man. I don't think picking like Harkonnen as your heritage precludes you from working for the Atreides and vice versa, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think it really matters. You can look like you're a Harkonnen from the movies, but still work for Atreides, right? I believe it's just the two factions, though. But yeah, that's for like the Lanzarote, which I don't know a great deal about. I haven't watched a lot of the video, to be honest. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Like, you creating the character to look like a Harkonnen won't stop you from playing with your friends because you make like guilds and stuff. But in terms of like end game content, you might be limited in terms of like if your friends are playing with a different faction, you know. I think I might pick Harkonnen regardless of what Ethereal does. Yeah. But I imagine Ethereal is going to pick Atreides because he thinks he's a white hat. He thinks he's a white hat, but he's not. I've played games with him. He's a monster. He attacks people all the time. He's a bad guy. He just doesn't want to admit it. I'm going to go to Rat's Nest and take your word for it, bro. Oh, that's not right. Oh, because it's an apostrophe? Okay. 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 But... oh, we lost all of our chat. It's all gone. That's a shame. That was weird. You're like reconnected. Interesting. But I am going to bring the stream to a close because it is still a school night, as we like to say. It is Wednesday. I got work tomorrow. I don't want to burn myself out too much. I got to do some planning for tomorrow's work day. So we're going to bring the stream to a swift end. I just wanted to thank you guys for hanging out, whether it was on Twitch or YouTube. If you follow me on Twitch, but you don't follow me on YouTube, !YouTube. I'll put it in. No, I've got to press a button to do that because I'm a silly boy. Go ahead and follow me on the YouTube, but also vice versa. If you are following me on YouTube but not Twitch, follow me on Twitch, guys. It would be super cool. I'd appreciate it. How many players are going to be swamped by the Atreides Zerg Swarm? Do you reckon, Dweller? Maybe. We'll see. No one is good in the sci-fi feudalist world. Exactly. Exactly. So as always, chat, be good to each other. Stay beardy. And I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.